And John, President Trump has said territorial swaps will be discussed, but he's got to let Ukraine make that decision. I apologize for that. Could Zelensky give up territory to reach a ceasefire deal?
He could, and Ukraine is likely to have to do that. It's unfair, it's wrong, but you have to look at military realities, economic realities, and there isn't much of a setup piece where you can say that Russia's going to extract itself from the roughly 20% of Ukraine that it's occupied. And you need to look at the real estate. The real estate has not changed all that much in 2+ years. Russia has pretty much held on to what it had from 2014 and then what it gained from 2022. It did lose a good amount around in the northern areas and around Kiev, but they're holding and they're not likely to give that back. Now, one option under discussion, it hasn't been public, but one option under discussion, and again, painful for Ukraine, it has to do with redrawing the current map of Ukraine for the borders of Donetsk, Luhansk, Zaporizhia, and Kherson, where the Russians control in 3 of the 4 about 70% or so. So one way for Ukraine to alter this a bit, where Russia says, look, we want all 4 of those oblasts, Ukraine says, well, we're going to push those. We're going to shrink them. Therefore, it's a little less territory that Ukraine's going to give up. Again, not a great solution. There are no great solutions with this, but eventually Ukraine's likely going to have to give some territory. We're now into what had been a war of real estate. It's now a war of semantics, whether it's refusal to recognize, de jure, temporary, whatever the case is going to be. But where Ukraine is getting pushed to is sign whatever you need to sign and just stop the killing. And then what's going to happen is what's going to happen. The actuarial tables, President Putin isn't going to be there forever. President Zelensky's not going to be there forever. President Trump's not going to be there forever. So sign what you need to sign, because a peace treaty between the 2 countries is going to take decades, if it ever.